What's up, guys? This is the Funshop Podcast, we think, with Greg and Ronnie. Welcome in, guys. It's Wednesday, 5 p.m. or 5:20 now.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Greg?
Good. Why don't we go to the chat, make sure people can hear us?
Okay, let's do that.
That's what I was trying to say before.
Let's do that. Okay. Let's hop into the chat first, see if anybody's in here. Can you hear us? Is everything working? Do you hear us, planet Earth? Let us know, Earthlings, if you can see us and hear us right now.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Cool. Finally, we are firing on a cylinder. Sorry about that. There was a little update on our Roadcaster video earlier, so we're a little delayed, but we are coming to you live and direct. Do we need to recap what we covered before, or just jump into it, huh?
Yeah, because we're going to delete those other files.
Yeah, so they don't hear about it. I'm just trying to remember what it was, because, I mean, we talked about kind of being a funk this past week and trying to get right on the right track. We're still trying to get on the right track right now.
Yeah.
But been a busy shopping week for me, getting ready for Geekin' Out this coming Saturday in La Mirada. I showed off some VHS pickups, a little hook. Two of them, I was trying to figure out which one is more of a legitimate one to get graded this past week.
I wouldn't get either of those graded.
Really? Not worth it?
Well, I mean, unless you just really want it for your shelf.
I'm kind of a hook fan. It's, part of a PC. I don't think, it's nothing. If I did get graded, it'd be, for,
honestly,
try to flip or anything.
Honestly, on the tapes that I like, I just like to get the little plastic clear boxes.
Okay. So that they're encased, right?
That they're encased. I mean, you could send it to. CGC is really the only place that you want to send it to at this point.
Right. I'm not. Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you got the extra funds and you want to do it, then it's cool. But
I'm starting to compile my sealed VHS, and I just want to make sure that they're the earliest years possible that I can get.
Yeah.
So I haven't really decided yet, but pickups this week. So, and I brought these in. These guys I'll be selling on Saturday too. These Lafufus, little fake ass Labubus. I don't know if you're familiar with the legitimate one.
You should cut it open and see if it has the little sound device in it. Some people said that they were like sending little spy devices from China.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
there's nothing. Everything that we say we want to get broadcasted. So
right.
I hope you can hear us, China. Ni hao ma. But I have these little guys with us, and hopefully I'll have my tattoo artist kind of not getting a lot of traction with the with the promos and social media stuff, but hopefully to get that off the ground. I got this one too. I really wanted to show because I thought this was really cool. This little Gremlins stripe by LJN. It's a nice one. I was looking at the
I always wanted that when I was a kid, the posable stripe figure. It just always eluded me because I think when I was a kid it was either sold out or too expensive, and then as I got older I just didn't feel like buying. But that's cool. I love that.
Yeah, pretty neat, right?
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of shopping. Even me personally, I like collecting the 1/6, like 12-inch hot toy stuff, hot sideshow toys, hot toys, whatever. And if I'm lucky, every few months I might pick up one. But then this past week, like I got 5, like just out shopping, getting ready for the weekend. Big shout out to our buddy Chris, Big Brocha. He's in Las Vegas for the Star Trek convention, so he gave me some deals on those figures because.
I'd say be careful what you wish for, though. I mean, some guy offers you 5. I think there's plenty of guys out there that offer you 50. It's not like, it's like those are like those limited edition of like 1,000, right?
Some of them, yeah. It all depends, right?
Nah, I'm just messing around. I know you like that.
I don't have
that stuff.
I'm not going to take it out of the box, but the one I got from him that I really wanted was the She-Hulk. The attorney at law She-Hulk.
Based on the failed TV series.
Did it fail? I don't. I mean, I don't.
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as people made it seem. But I don't think they made a second season
yet.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and I mean, I like the more off the wall, goofy stuff, you know. So I mean, I kind of like She-Hulk with all the cameos and stuff. I'm could have done without the Daredevil romance, but I don't know. That's just me. But overall, I don't know. I think it was a pretty solid show. The figure is impressive. The figure is actually bigger than 12 inches. I think
really?
it's like 13 or a little bit over 13. So
Yeah, I like those really detailed cast and figures. I just, it's one of those things where it's almost, I like to look at them. Like I like to go to when they have the stores and they like to set up displays and you can just see how, I mean, the sculpting just blows my mind, especially for the fact that, all that stuff is still, I mean, for the most part, sculpted by hand, or at least even digitally sculpted. But a lot of that stuff is sculpted by hand.
Right,
It's just
right.
masterful. It's incredible.
I'll follow some. If you search on like Instagram and stuff, you can find artists who like post their work. And, I think some of them, like even in some circles, like they get mad because like third parties and little companies in China will kind of steal their work and make heads from their likenesses and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much inevitable. Anything you create, someone else is gonna make a copy of it if it becomes popular.
Yeah, some of my favorite ones I remember showing to you. I had gotten some heads of like the Jenner sisters and the Kardashians and stuff.
Yeah, those are pretty fun.
And it was really weird because like I had to get those heads off of sellers that had like bought the entire kit because it might have been like some really generic like sniper soldier, some female sniper soldier.
That was
but
funny.
It had like a Kylie Jenner head. And then it's like you just want the head, so you would find like some seller that would like what's the opposite
It's like
of kit bash?
It's like the box of rose vases on the counter at the gas station. There's a little rose in it, but the rose is just a piece of crap. You really want the pipe. I mean, you want the vase.
Yeah, you kind of lost me. I'm not familiar with those.
Yeah, so there's these there. Okay, so if you go to like kind of the like little markets or grocery stores, sometimes you'll see on the counter there's these little this little box and there are these little glass tubes and they have a rose in it. But they're actually like crack pipes.
Oh, right.
That's how they're disguised as. So
Gotcha.
I mean, they're not crack pipes, they're vials for your rose.
Okay.
So
the Kardashian heads are my crack pipes.
Yeah. Well, no, it's really funny because it'd be funny if you could pull it up, actually. But if you can't, it's hilarious because like Ron said, they would sell like the sniper figure. So, it would be all tactical and stuff. But then the head would obviously be Kylie Jenner.
You want me to just pull up eBay or?
Yeah, if you could find it. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's funny.
I don't even know how to look for it right now. 1/6 Jenner head. Let's see.
See if it comes up. There you go.
Yeah. See
sniper head.
These are just the.
Oh, look at the Billie Eilish.
Oh yeah, I am gonna.
I wonder what they end up calling her. Celebrity
custom. Yeah, commission. So this is like an artist rendering. But,
that's like a zombie version.
So
oh, what else can you get? Look, they have other ones you could choose from. Some of the sculptors are better than others.
Like, why would they? Pick
nice.
But it's just
there you go. I want to see what else they have. Keep going up.
Hold on.
Or down.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, Van Halen.
Yeah,
Jason.
Oh, that's an easy one. Okay.
Lucha Libres.
Is that like
is that Conor McGregor?
Yeah, I felt like he was an MMA, some sort of MMA.
Yeah,
fighter,
if you can't see this, is that? Oh, that's a Planet. Yeah, man, these are wild.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
I mean, they're charging $180 a head, so that's kind of a lot. 60,
yeah, the Jenner head's pretty.
62's kind of a lot too, but I mean, you can see this was off of a soldier head. So let's see if we can.
See if you can actually see the soldier.
Hold on.
Hey, Ronnie.
Search that code. So okay, here's the whole soldier figure.
Now, see, this soldier figure though looks like it comes with a lot. Like it's like it actually has like. Oh, this one actually says Jenner. They're like not even.
Yeah,
like,
they're not even trying to hide it.
No.
But I mean, that's that looks like Kendall Jenner, right? But
Yeah.
it's like, it's a full on
But
like
she's a suicide bomber,
sniper soldier,
or she just has that.
No.
She just has a waste of
TNT.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's what the future. That's what the future AI soldiers are going to look like.
but
They're all going to be killers. Look like
that's it. That's
look
it.
like Jenner.
That's just. Did I?
And that's
did I go back?
Infinity. Yeah. Welcome back.
That's just to show people just some of the 12 figures that we've seen that are out there. I feel like thinking back to my childhood, like I remember when I was a little kid, like my first interactions or the first time I saw that scale of figures was like in Chinatown. There used to be like a toy store. I don't know if the toy store is still there. I don't know what it's called, but they had a little stoop to walk up and they had a window display. And this might have been like 1980 or 1981. And they had like a 1/6 scale, like Ad and like Luke and Leia. It was like Star Wars stuff, like 1/6 scale Star Wars. I remember seeing as a kid, and like I didn't get like I got the little Kenner ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like really impressed by that scale, and then you kept on seeing it like later on. You never collected it. It was just never prevalent. That scale never really came up. And like I think. By the time we got more into toys, it was like the Barbie scale, right?
Well, I remember like my brother had one of the original G.I. Joes.
Okay.
And so I always kind of had a feeling, but it was funny that, because I remember I'd have like friends come over and, at the time we were collecting G.I. Joes and I was like, do you want to see the original G.I. Joe? And they're like, that's not G.I. Joe. Because, it looked more like a Ken doll or like a, like
exactly.
a doll.
Right,
But,
right.
Yeah, and then those sort of came back in the style. I mean, they were always kind of popular, I think, in Japan because they had like the Henshin cyborgs.
Right.
And so they would have those, I guess, like almost like 12-inch figures.
Right.
And then they were cool because they would come with all these different outfits you could put on and, accessories and stuff. And those are like the Japanese ones, I mean, are great. They just like blow everything away.
Right. I mean, even here, like they're really rare. We hardly ever see them at hunting any
they made some new they remade them in the I'd say like early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
So you can find them and they're pretty much the same, but the vintage ones definitely go for a lot, especially some of the outfits. The outfits are cool because they kind of almost look like the what's it called, like the Captain Action. Remember the Captain Action dolls, like from the 60s, and you could put different costumes and stuff on him.
I feel like I'm more familiar with like, did they kind of retro those in the 90s?
Yeah, they retroed those too, because like the Dr. Evil figure was really cool. He had like this weird alien head, and then he was kind of like, he had a like a human face mask that he put on, and it's very like, it's got the little beard, and it's cool. It's cool, yeah.
On that scale, another thing I found this weekend where I didn't bring them. I don't have photos, but they're called Karate Men. They're like the scale of like the 60s Joes, and they even have the flocked hair and the beard. The other guy's bald with a flocked mustache, and they're like rock'em sock'em robots where you can like kick and like karate chop and punch, and you're supposed to like hit this target in their chest and they fall over. And I found like a boxed one this past weekend, and I actually found a couple loose too. So
these are from when?
1975.
Oh,
1975 by a
cool
company called Aurora. I think.
Oh yeah, Aurora.
Yeah, earlier they made like kits, like model kits.
Yeah, they're a big model
stuff.
kit producer.
But they made these Karate Men, and I guess jumping off the
karate craze of the 70s.
Yeah, and then using the G.I. Joe platform because those figures are popular, So, I mean, too bad, if they didn't wait a couple of years, Star Wars would have dropped, and they probably would have jumped onto that. But
they did have the bigger figures in the late 70s, but they didn't. I don't think they ever re-released any till when the new film came out in the mid 90s.
Yeah,
then they re-released it.
What were
you gonna say?
No, nothing. I was just going to talk a little bit more about the toy show this coming week, but if you got more to add.
No, go ahead. Talk about the toy show.
I was just going to keep on moving on because everything I'm grabbing is for the Geekin Out toy show this weekend. If you guys don't know, I feel like I've said it several times, but the address is going to be at the Holiday Inn at 14299. That's 14299 Firestone Boulevard in the city of La Mirada.
Yeah, and in case you don't have your lotto pencil handy to write all that down, we're going to post it in the description. So
it'll be in the descriptions. It'll be in the descriptions.
But if you do have your lotto pencil, you might want to repeat it again very slowly.
Yeah, I mean, if they're driving,
the senior citizens.
I mean, if they're driving,
listening,
they should just pick up their phone with both hands and type it in.
Yeah, stop driving, pull over to the side of the
road
road because there's no other way you're going to get this information.
And on a side note too, what I found interesting is that some people only listen to our podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, most people listen to podcasts.
I know, but I mean, it was just interesting talking to some people specifically this weekend and being surprised. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know you did that to your hair," and they're like, "Oh, I didn't. I only listened to the podcast, so I didn't get it."
Yeah.
And so when we're talking about hair coloring and stuff, they have no idea why we were talking about that at all, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I think the video, to me, it seems like video's good for clips or for people that really want to, interact with us, but there's not many people subscribed yet. So, but yeah, I think most people listen. That's why, also too, it's, it's hard. Like if we have, it's trying to that balance, right, of trying to explain stuff and not just show stuff, so that if you are listening, it makes some sense. But we always encourage you to go back to our show on YouTube and watch it if you missed something, and then you could always smash the like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff.
That's right. That's right. I just feel like the listeners are not they haven't been always present in my mind during the actual recording.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to shout them out and bring that to light, because it was kind of brought to my attention this past week.
Yeah, I
So
generally
thought that was
don't watch podcasts. I mostly listen to them. It really depends. I mean, it's usually like sometimes I'll put like a YouTube on rather than going to one of the stations, but that just might be because it's just easier.
Yeah.
But
I find it weird because it's like when I'll listen to morning radio shows, and when I have the opportunity to see them, I kind of get excited because I'm like, I want to see what they look like after listening to them for so long. But
Sure.
I think this is kind of the opposite. People are, most of our listeners already know us, so they don't really need to know what we look like or whatever. So we just kind of.
But we do like to show stuff off, so it's always good to watch it if you have a chance.
Yeah. But
so you have your toy show. So and I didn't realize how many dealers is going to be there.
There's going to be 65 dealers. I'm not sure.
That's a decent sized show.
Yeah, it's like two.
And now is it all types, or is it being billed as a vintage show, or is it just being billed as a toy show?
Right. This is the third show, the second one this year, and they've quickly gotten the reputation of being like a really good vintage toy show. So if there's like a certain grail you're looking for, this is the show you want to go check out. I mean, just to name a few of the sellers, like our buddies of Vintage Selection that we visited, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be selling there. Retro Barbarian from Secret Toy Society is going to have his bootlegs. Mark's Vintage Toys down from San Diego's always has good vintage toys. He's going to be up here. Rich and Nick from Secret Compartment Show, they're going to be selling toys. Our buddies Iconic Toys at Jimmy's are going to be selling. Lefties Toys, who we always see at the flea market's going to be selling there. Quick shout out to Rare Formula, they're going to be selling. They just opened a new shop down in Torrance on 1585 Sepulveda Boulevard.
I like all these toy shops opening up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's like I feel like a lot of the toy shop, the newer ones, you have to already kind of have a rapport in the community, because you depend on the sellers, right? You can't. The whole shop is not just you. That's very difficult to do. Most of these new shops have multiple vendors, so they'll have like a few. I don't know how many cases there are in the shop. In Toy Depot Whittier, there's like 20 something.
So they're doing it like antique mall style, where you can like rent a shelf or a case. Yeah.
Exactly. You rent out a case, and you pay your rent, and then you just keep on restocking, and it's up to the shop owners to kind of promote themselves and have people come in. And I mean, it's been just nonstop at Toy Depot, like in Whittier. Every time I go in there, there's people in there looking for stuff. So
that's cool.
I mean,
what's hot right now? What do you think is going to be the hot thing at the show this weekend?
Oh, hard to say, because I mean, I'm into my thing. People are into their things. I mean, Motu, Thundercats. I mean, with the sellers, even like our own seller, Joe Ledesma, he only collects like Grail stuff, like Heat. Like he's got like all these top toys, like paint guards and acrylic and stuff, you know, like production pieces. So
high end.
Yeah, exactly.
High end toys.
I mean, I keep on going. I mean, I know my stuff and my stock the best, you know, but I mean, I don't have any like super rare, like I have like weird, you know.
Well,
weird
who
stuff.
knows? I mean, you know, you just got to, if you collect toys, show up, you'll probably find something.
But then
you
there's
know?
some things like Cabbage Patch dolls. Like I'll have a couple of boxed Cabbage Patch dolls, and each of them in essence are unique in their, you know, they're one of ones kind of, right? So they have they each have their own birth certificate with their names and stuff. So I look at those as kind of like, you know, interesting, you know, kind of rare things, you know. If maybe you've been looking for a Cabbage Patch doll and that look is the one you're looking for, who knows, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, that's one of the things. Fake Labubu's, you know, who maybe you don't want to pay full price for a real one, but that's kind of like the other end, you know. It's not the high end, it's the low end stuff, you know, which is kind of, you know, thrown into catfish, the other, you know, the high end.
So you want to catfish people into buying your Bobos?
I want to catfish them, not gaslight them. I feel like that's better, you know. Right. They're in there to spice things up, kind of like the like last show I had. Like I threw in my Mia Khalifa cards in my showcase, you know, knowing I probably won't move them, but just, you know, you need something to kind of stir up the pot a little bit.
Lost leader.
Have people's eyes kind of ping pong around and, you know, see the stuff there. But we're excited about that show. Setting up Friday night. Friday night's the VIP night. I believe the tickets for that are $40, but you do get a T-shirt that I don't even have yet. So you get some sort of you get some sort of, you know, Toy Depot T-shirt that you can wear around the next day, because, you know, the VIP ticket is good for both days.
Yeah, I put that shirt on right away.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, I'm VIP.
That's
Where's
what I'm
the grails?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dang. So that was this past weekend I went. There was a paper show that I went to, a postcard paper show.
The one in La Brea.
No, this is in Buena Park.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so this was the inaugural. I don't know who the woman is, but they usually sell at the Arcadia show. She generally sells.
Okay, but it's
Disney
not
stuff.
it's not affiliated with that show.
I mean, it's only affiliated that she does that one as well. So, you know, some of the regular deals were there, and found a couple cool things. I mean, it was worth the drive down the afternoon. It's something to check out. And then, of course, you know, Pasadena City College was this weekend. I didn't see you there, huh?
I did not. I had to go, you know,
do some things. It was it was a little, you know, since unfortunately, like since the fires, I feel like in general that it hasn't come. PCC hasn't come back completely.
Interesting. Okay.
And also just, you know, a lot of things going on in LA. And the summer is slower in general. But it was, you know, I still found a few things. I brought a couple things to show off.
What you got?
So this was a fun one. I'm always looking for these screen masks. Yeah. So this was called the happy face. And it's funny because this one's actually an original. It's made by, if you look down at the little chin, you could see it says Fun World Div. So this was actually an original one from the 90s.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is up on the Funshop right now. I think I got it for $150. So if that's something you need, grab it. But I was just excited because I've never found like an original one. Like if you can find an original one with a tag, I mean, those can go for like over $1,000, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, look it up.
That's like they were first shown in like Scary Movie, right? Off of Scream or
no, off of Scream. But then I think the Happy Mask was probably shown in Scary Movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from the same guy, I also got this really funny
Skittles Mohawk.
Skittles Mohawk. Here, let me let's see here. Give me a second.
Wow, he's gonna do it?
Yeah.
No way. He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm finally gonna be a real punk.
No way.
I don't think it's gonna fit my big head though.
Do what you can. Wow.
Oh, I can't see.
I
can't see shit.
Try to face the main camera too. Try to face the main one.
Banned from the Roxy. Okay, never much player there. Anyway, I can't see any. This is like the worst costume.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I think it's the best costume.
You
look great.
All right. So I did get that. I'm not going to wear that anymore. And then, this was a kind of a funny thing too. I can actually put these on. I got these crazy ass sunglasses. They look like they actually look like they'd have been worn by Elton John almost.
Yeah, I can't imagine any other well-known people pulling that off.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
Maybe Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz could pull those
probably.
off. Elton John for sure.
I don't know. I was like, it was funny because when I bought them, I was putting them on at the flea market, and then like I looked in the mirror and I'm like, all right, I gotta take these off. But yeah, I haven't put these up yet, but I'll put them up soon.
Those are fun.
Oh, and then the one last thing I was gonna show is like, I don't know if you remember last week we were talking about the Wonder Bread He-Man, the Savage He-Man.
You found your card.
And I found my card. So this is one of the cards. This is Evelyn, and you could still see it's still got like the stains on it from the bread. Yeah. But 1986. I remember when I was born in Bridgeport. I was in Bridgeport, Connecticut, with my little block, and I remember going, like, all the kids in the neighborhood would like hang out and stuff. And I remember going down to the neighbor's house, and she was like making us a sandwich, and then I noticed the promotion on it. I was like, "Oh, can I have the card?" And she was like, "Huh?" She didn't even like realize it was in there, and so. That's like one of the few artifacts that I have from when I was a little kid.
That was the actual card.
This was the actual card.
Not in plastic or anything, just touching the bread.
Yeah, it was just in there. I mean, they did put some type of like plastic over it. Okay, I guess they figured it would protect it, but
right. Protect the bread.
yeah, exactly. So Evelyn.
Wow.
But
all right.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
I miss my Wonder Bread.
Yeah, I didn't eat Wonder Bread till I went to college.
Really?
Yeah, my roommate at the time, like we were all we were all vegan in college. Like I was still like, I remember my roommate was vegan. I remember he'd buy like Wonder Bread. Now like Wonder Bread doesn't have any animal ingredients, but it's just all like man-made poisons and stuff. It's always one of those weird things. It's like, yeah, it's technically vegan because it doesn't have any animal product, but then it's like you don't really know. Yeah, and it's like, who knows if some of the like how do they, know, it's like. I just feel like whenever there's ingredients on anything that you can't pronounce, like you probably shouldn't be eating it.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the Breyers commercial. I feel
was
like.
it? Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not coming up with anything that no one's ever said before, but
yeah.
So I just remember though in college, I remember like the best thing was we'd make, we'd get vegan butter, get some Wonder Bread toasted up, and make some instant grits.
Okay.
Wonder Bread and grits.
Okay.
That was good.
Everything a growing body needs.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
that's in Florida.
It was a Florida thing. But I mean, grits are great. I mean, you don't have to, just put some butter in them or some fake butter, and so.
Just to look at the comments, Mr. Johnny Ryan chimed in and said Bread Stains was the name of his jazz quartet.
That's the best he's got? Jesus. Wow.
I mean,
falling off.
I mean, maybe it wasn't a joke. Maybe,
it could be his.
Like
it could be his jazz quartet. Yeah. I think he played the skin flute.
No comment. Oh man. So real quick, I want to shout out. We do have some some celebrity autographs signing at Geekin Out this weekend.
Oh wow.
Really cool. We have 3 actors from the Sandlot movie. I feel like if I spit out their real names, nobody will know who I'm talking about anyway. But if you're familiar with the Sandlot movie, it's the actors that played Smalls, Kenny, and Yeah. So Smalls, Kenny, and Yeah from the Sandlot movie are going to be there. Really cool. I thought what I'm interested in, I hope the actor that played Kenny, he was the actor as a boy. He was in the Moonwalker movie with Michael Jackson. He was the little kid that was dancing.
Oh, really?
He was in the Moonwalker movie. So I hope he has, as an 8x10 autograph collector, I hope he has some Moonwalker stuff, because I would love to get, anything Michael Jackson related, in that vein. It's like, wow, to tell me a story, let me get your autograph, And also very interesting, the child actor in the 80s that was in the actual E.T. costume, Matthew Demerit, he's going to be at the... I don't know if it's DEI or DI. I forgot the booth that he's at, but Matthew Demerit is going to be signing autographs.
So he
there.
was the actor in E.T.'s body.
Yeah.
He's legless.
He was born without legs, and he was a kid, and he was in the E.T. costume, like in the movie, which I think is interesting. That's like to me. I mean, I don't know him as well as maybe like a Warwick Davis, but to me, that's in that vein. Like you were.
No, it'd be great to hear the stories of.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's like I remember I met one of the little people. I forgot his name, but he played. He was in a bunch of things, but I was excited because he played Greaser Greg in Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay.
And I remember asking him because I had read something that the masks were, they were like. They had animatronics inside of them.
Okay.
And it was like a very complicated thing. So when the actors would talk, somebody was like walking around like behind them, whether it was pneumatic or what, but creating it. But it was at the point where he was like, yeah, we couldn't see anything. We like barely knew what was going on. Like they could barely breathe through them.
Sounds like a Mohawk mask.
Yes, basically. So it's funny to, if you've never seen Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, you should watch it. It's a masterpiece to me. It's like literally one of my favorite movies of all time.
We should, if we get big enough, we should like kind of host a screening or something.
Oh, I would love to, man. I mean,
the Funshop Podcast hosts Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh yeah, maybe we could do it at Brain Dead, the Fairfax studio or something. But like,
only if you let me do voiceovers. No.
Well,
kidding.
The thing that I love about Garbage Pail Kids is it's kind of a musical. There's musical numbers, which was always funny to me because. I just think the idea of making, they could never make that movie again. Well, one, Peter Dinklage wouldn't let them, for one, because he hates little people, and or other little people that aren't actors. Anyways, that's I don't like that, man. Like, let people work if they want to work. Anyways, also too, it was just so bizarre and just so odd, but it's great. You should watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I need to revisit it. And
Rats and thunder, wind and hail, put the kids back in the pail. That was one of the little tunes that Captain Manzini did to try to get the kids.
That's making the Instagram clips this week.
Yeah.
On that vein, I am looking forward to the Toxic Avenger movie coming out later this month. I know very little about it, but we should definitely catch a screening of that just to be able to, have an opinion about it. It's hard to talk about it if we haven't seen it.
It's funny because I'd like to watch the original one because I don't think I've seen that in ages.
It's on Tubi. I watched it not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it has a place in my heart because in that one, I don't know where the new one takes place, but that one, it's like New Jersey, right?
Yeah, because
Toxie is from New Jersey, so
right. I feel like it's probably going to be good as like even like almost a period thing.
Yeah.
I've been watching older movies again just because, one thing that I miss from movies now. One, you never know what's actually real or what's CGI. And, I like movies when the town or where it takes place is part of the story. So like like movies that are shot in like New York City or LA where you can only control so much, but the people in the background it's there. And now you watch a movie and it's like they'll go to the bad part of town and it just ends up being some random alley, some set, and it's just, I don't know, it annoys me.
Yeah. Have you seen in that vein movies, have you seen Hobo with a Shotgun?
I've never actually I don't think I've actually seen it.
Because
I've heard of it and I know it's good. It's just one of those things I've never seen.
I just feel like, it just feels like like a trauma. I'm like a trauma film,
Right,
like a toxic Avenger and stuff. So I don't know. It just reminds me of that when I think of those types of movies.
Yeah,
like gritty, like is that considered grindhouse kind of?
I think so. Yeah,
right?
I think it's in that vein.
Yeah, I need to get myself more familiar. Oh, I didn't get to tell my Fantastic Four story last week.
Did you go see Fantastic Four?
I did go see Fantastic Four. The thing I've been telling everyone is I went to see Fantastic Four and I left after the first hour. And but it's kind of like a setup because like I knew I was going to the movie, and then I kind of at the last minute I made a groomer's appointment for Freddie, and the groomer closed at 5 before the movie was over, and I wasn't feeling the movie anyway. So like even if I wanted to like leave at the very last minute, like I could have watched another half hour, but I just left after the first hour, and my friend told me later on it got better, but for the record, my story is I left Fantastic Four after an hour. This summer is the summer of Superman for me, so I'm not buying into all these, highest rated Marvel movie, MCU is back and all this stuff. It didn't do it for me. If you liked it, great, more power to you, whatever. But this one wasn't for me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't read any reviews. I mean, I just kind of was like, yeah, maybe I'll watch it when it gets on Disney Plus.
Yeah, right, exactly. And without giving away any spoilers or anything, I mean, they weighed in heavily. It was very heavily that it's like this family thing, family first thing and stuff. And for me, summer blockbuster movie, I'm not really into this family thing. You know what I mean? Like, I like my family type movies during Christmas time. I like that theme during Christmas time. Did you see what Johnny Ryan just wrote?
I saw. I'm just ignoring it.
I can't. I love it.
Yeah. How was the Silver Surfette?
It didn't bother me too much.
I know she's probably I know there's probably a female Silver Surfer in the lore. I just
exactly.
I don't remember.
And with
one.
comics and this and that, I mean, with the Silver Surfer character, and I mean, it's like Herald of Galactus, whatever. You can make up whatever. It doesn't even have to be in humanoid form. You know what I mean? So I didn't mind. I thought the actress did a great job and stuff. I mean,
she's a
that
good
part
actor.
was all believable to me.
Yeah.
I'm just overall, I'm just
Yeah, you don't let that stuff bother you.
Yeah. But I don't know. I do have a movie pass, so if I get the opportunity, maybe I'll go in and catch the last hour. But not too excited. So that was my 2 cents on Fantastic Four that I didn't get to kind of chime in on last week. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Where did you go to that theater where it's on the side?
I always go to the screen. And thank you so much for asking that, because from the get-go, I was like, this movie doesn't need to be watched on Screen X. This is the first movie that I felt that way, where it's like they're showing a lot. They're going through all these, scenes and stuff. And it's like, it's just like more walls, more space. There's like no action, nothing going on there. But like I said, I didn't say through the third act.
Right. So towards the end, it could have got more action.
Yeah. And like I said, my friend said it did get better. I give them the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, okay, I missed that last part. Let me see what my buddy Mark says. Heard mixed reviews on Fantastic Four. Needs to watch it for himself. Yeah, hopefully enjoy it. Yeah. Go see Superman. I'm all in on Superman. I'm all in on John Cena. The new season of Peacemaker comes out end of the month. There's a new Alien show, I think, next week on the 12th. So, lots to watch there.
I need to get my frosting machine filled up.
Frosting machine.
No, sorry. I was thinking of Idiocracy.
I am not familiar with Idiocracy.
Oh, you got to see it.
Is that one of
Mike
the
Judge.
Owen? Oh, okay. Is that an
Owen?
Luke Wilson.
Oh, Luke Wilson's in it. Yeah, and it's a good one.
there's that. Also in the news, just to kind of to riff on another topic real quick. SummerSlam was this past weekend. If anybody watched SmackDown, John Cena turned back to the good side. He turned good again on Friday.
Oh, I didn't even know he was bad.
He was bad for a few months, ever since, I don't know, Royal Rumble, something like that. But he turned to the good side, and then he lost the strap to Cody Rhodes on Sunday. And then as soon as he lost it, Brock Lesnar came out. Brock Lesnar, throughout John Cena's career, has been one of his biggest opponents. So instead of having John Cena ride out as the champion for the rest of the year, there's new storyline possibilities with his biggest nemesis back in the picture. So
yeah,
still more John Cena wrestling to watch for the next 4 months.
I watched that match.
Yeah, right. Good.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. No, I watched the last match. I mean, we had turned it on, and we noticed it was on. I was like, hey, why don't we watch it? And I think it might have been the end of the fight right before. But no, it might have just started with them. But yeah, it was. Or no, yeah, it was like when they started. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one to watch, it's the match for the heavyweight strap with John Cena. And then more wrestling news. I just read that Peacock is going to be dropping WWE. They just signed a deal with ESPN. So next year, I don't know. I don't think it's beginning of the year. I'm not sure when. But all the WWE. Premium live events, the monthly, we used to call them pay-per-view, but they're premium live events now, are going to be on ESPN. So we're going to be paying a lot more if you want to watch those, because ESPN's like something like $30 plus compared to Peacock, which is nothing. But
I might just have to watch the highlights or let you tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to, probably go the pirating route and try to catch it, on a different source if that's the case, because, You
admit to so many illegal things, Ronnie.
Oh, let's go down the list, shall we? No, let's not. Let's not.
Yeah, so that's the toy yeah, it's a busy month. There's a toy show this weekend, then next weekend is the All-American show at Glendale. Right. And then the weekend after that, we'll be doing our pop-up at Rude.
The Rude shop?
Mm-hmm. The Rude shop. So we're getting some stuff. I think probably not next week, but the week before the show, we'll kind of be showing off maybe a few of the things that we're going to be selling. Okay. Not everything, but we'll be showing some things. So
yeah, for sure.
Please make sure you, we'll keep reminding you as the weeks go forward. But that should be really fun. And also, I hate even bringing it up, but, my friend Eric, who you may know, that was supposed to open a gallery. We're still trying to open it up for the one show, the Alien show, and he gave me a tentative date of August 29th.
No way.
So hopefully if that's happening, then, we'll post more about that.
Yeah, for sure.
That has a lot of the, the David Huggins paintings, who was the experiencer, who said when he was a teenager, he got abducted and forced to procreate with the aliens and had alien babies and stuff. So, and not only that, he painted, I think around 80 paintings highlighting his experience. So we have 15 of them, which will be, I guess for all intents and purposes, the largest showing of his work on the West Coast.
Just for exhibit or for sale, too?
No, it'll be for sale as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All I have are gas cards of that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, that's right. We did the David Huggins gas cards, so you're familiar. And then, we have some Billy Myers photos, who was the, he's for, most people would know his work. They used his photo for the X-Files poster, I Want to Believe.
Okay.
So he was one of the guys that, those classic hubcap flying saucer type things that we would see, like I just remember, I remember when I was a kid, I'd go to the school library and there'd always be that one little section that would have like a book on UFOs and a book on Bigfoot and a book on the Loch Ness Monster.
All pictures from the 50s.
Yeah, it would be like the worst photos. But yeah, so like Billy Meyer was he was one of the early guys. So yeah, and look, it's going to be a great show. We also have, I have I have on display like an archive of files from a guy who worked for MUFON. And also another exhibit I have is of a guy who was like really obsessed with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where supposedly all of the crash material as well as the biological, material supposedly from Area 51 Roswell incident went to. So I have a lot of top secret documents. I think most of it's all been declassified now. But it's going to be an interesting show.
Yeah,
really fun stuff.
I love stuff like
that. And and then also too, besides that, just some other ephemera and other like things that we've picked up over time. Old UFO zines and magazines and pamphlets and
Mars Attacks figures.
I don't know about that, but
come on,
we're talking about real aliens, man, not this fake Mars stuff. Huh?
Nothing.
Even though I don't know, disclosure, right? Am I right? Am I right?
So August 29th, looking forward to that. We'll give you guys, keep you guys posted on more information as we get it. Next month on September 28th, it's going to be a huge card show at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, the LA card show.
LA card show.
Yeah, just announced. We went and checked it out when they were at the Mayan, right?
We were at the Mayan. We missed the next show, I think, at the Intuit Dome.
At the Intuit Dome,
yeah.
But they just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Dodger Stadium is like a mecca.
Yeah, shout out Adam.
Wow. Cannot wait for that one. I mean, I don't even know how it's going to be set up. Like, Dodger Stadium is so big,
Yeah.
And then I think during the show, the Dodgers are actually playing. They're playing an away game, but I think you can watch the game there at like one of their venues. Or I don't know.
They got a TV.
They have a huge big screen.
They got a TV.
They have one of the biggest screens. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be, but I think you'll have an opportunity to watch the game somehow. They're going to air the game. So
yeah, I'm definitely going to that.
Super looking forward to that.
We should try to get a booth.
Love to have a booth there.
Yeah.
I'll watch myself. I sold that one. They had at the Bullpen HQ in El Segundo, and I wasn't really allowed to bring my naughty stuff. But
yeah, well, card shows are essentially family friendly, so you got to keep that stuff on the DL.
How do you think families are made?
Not by doing what's on those cards.
Just for joking, but yeah. I usually have like a bunch of gas cards, and
No, honey, no babies come out of that hole.
Once again, no comment. But I'll have a bunch of gas cards, a bunch of non-sports cards and stuff, But
yeah, no, I'd like to go because I want to. I need to sell more crap as it is. I don't sell enough. I mean, I have my eBay store, but I need to do more. I told you earlier, I need to start Whatnot. I got to figure it out. I've gotten to the point where I need to figure out how to do it because it just seems like too many people are using it. A lot of people are buying, and I just have way too much stuff.
Right. And I feel like the stuff that you would be selling, a lot of people, because your stuff is kind of weird and rare, you know? So you would definitely do well. I'm actually supposed to be selling at on a Whatnot show with our friends Can't Quit You Baby Vintage. They sell on Whatnot like weekly or bi-weekly. And they're doing like a 12-hour sale next month. Yeah. And they're inviting some of us to kind of tag team and sell along with them. So I'll have my first Whatnot experience next month.
Yeah, I might just start it all sloppy and just see how it goes.
Do it. Just jump in. Get sloppy. Get it and go with it. Just get it everywhere. Get sloppy.
Too much stuff. Not enough sales.
Yeah, you just got to go with it, and it's you never know. The markets are created these days. You never know where they're going to be, whether they're live or online and stuff. So you just got to hit all of it. That's what I'm doing. But
I mean, I think that's the way you got to do it. I mean, you can't just look at one thing or the other. You have to kind of say, okay, I have my eBay store, I have my Whatnot show, I have this flea market that I do, I have this toy store that I sell at, I have this event.
Got to have your hand in multiple pots.
I guess so.
Multiple pots, or just live like a monk, or just like live like a hermit and never buy anything and just
Well, no, I would want to see. See, my thing is, I'd want to just live in a big house, not have any financial concerns, and then just fill it up to the point where one day, like, someone's like, I haven't heard from Greg in a week, and then they come and like a big pile of like Monster magazines like fell on me and suffocated me, and
not morbid at all. Not morbid at all. Sounds like a bad episode of Hoarders.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I want to happen.
No, you don't. Be careful. What someone once told me: be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Oh man.
How do you think you got that hair?
I'm
just kidding. I love the blonde.
After years waiting, shout out to Made in Color, my colorist once again. Always love shouting her out.
Are you having more fun now?
Oh, blondes always have more fun. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting it all this week. So some of what you would expect, some you don't expect. Some guy was like, "You're AI." He's like, "You're not real. You're AI."
Oh.
Got a couple of Donald Trumps I thought were funny, but like it's just really interesting because people, when people make comments like that, they're just kind of exposing what they're kind of absorbing, you know what I mean? Like, is your vein like, movies and media and stuff, or is it politics? Is it music? Because your comment's gonna kind of be like,
yeah,
the vein that you're in, So I don't know. I just find it very interesting what people choose to reveal to me and say in situations like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you never. Yeah, it's like you never know. I don't know. No one. When I'm walking by, people just look at the other way.
Oh, that's not true. Maybe they're blinded by the greatness.
No, I don't think so.
You never know. So what's in it for you this? What's going on for you this weekend? Is it Rose Bowl?
Yeah, well, Saturday. I mean, I'm gonna come out to you guys. I'm sure I'll come out to the show.
Yeah.
If not, maybe Friday. Yeah, Rose Bowl's on Sunday. It's it's been okay. I feel like every time I go, it's also a challenge to not spend as much on things that I don't need, or kind of like small items. Try to keep it on the bigger side, but I'll go. I usually go every Sunday, and if I find, I've been doing pretty well as far as like finding, a couple really nice things that I've flipped for good money. So, that's good. And I like the social aspect of it. There's like different dealers that I see and friends that I've made, and run into other people. Rose Bowl's cool like that. I even like get there early, but Rose Bowl attracts a wide variety of people in the sense of people that might not necessarily go to flea markets that often, but they're in town, so they go to the Rose Bowl.
I used to love Rose Bowl just for the celebrities. I would see people like actors.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
You would always see actors. Nowadays, you don't see them as much.
Where are they shopping now then?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Probably they got stylists and stuff. They got probably people that go into the flea market buying stuff for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't usually go to Rose Bowl. I'm gonna have to hit up that new seller. It just keeps on bringing on more stuff.
Wow, right.
So we're gonna have to visit him again on Sunday anyway. Toy Depot is closed this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Toy Depot is closed for the Geekin Out show. So if you guys don't have anything going on this weekend, you guys should go check that out on La Mirada. We'll have information for you in the description.
Yeah, that should be a fun one, man. Toy shows are cool. I just, I obviously as I grew up, I used to love, that's why I like it's cool because, the All-American show is kind of been the only show. And I mean, I still love it. I mean, it's one of my favorite shows,
Yeah.
It's just got like a really diverse crowd. And, and also you've noticed as it's gone forward, there's more dealers selling more modern.
Every time I go, there's more. Yeah. I don't want to say there's more stuff for me, but there's more stuff from my generation.
Right. Well, the times are changing, and that's the thing is, there's generational. This is all obvious, I think, but it's something to consider when you're buying stuff to resell too. especially if it's not, especially someone like me. I'm not saying like me in the sense, but I rarely look up stuff when I'm buying it. Like most of what I buy, it's because I either have a feeling or I have a knowledge, And I'm not saying that that's better or worse, but but point being is what happens is when you do that, I'll find myself buying things that were collectible years ago. And so the market is just not there as it was, back in the day. So you have to be careful. I think I told someone, I remember seeing, a few months ago, there was a Man from U.N.C.L.E. doll. But it was was like Honey West or something. It was like the woman. And I had remembered as a kid that was always like a real expensive figure, like hundreds of dollars, especially if it was in the box. And then this woman had it marked like $65, and I almost just bought it. And then I was like, I should look it up. And I looked it up, and that's all it was going for.
Okay.
And so that was just one of those things where, in the back of my mind, those were always. But you think about a toy that was popular in the 60s for an early, like a 12-year-old or something, that person now is, in their late 70s, 80s, and they're probably like way over having a man from U.N.C.L.E. toy, or, I don't know.
There could be one guy that's like Rosebud. It's like honey.
Oh, yeah, that sold for millions. Okay, so, it's funny. My friend, I went, when I was going to that paper show the other day, I pulled up. Usually if I go to an event, I'm like the first one there. So I show up, the thing starts at 10. I show up at 11:30, and I get out of my car, and then I see my friend Randy and Bob, and they're like giving me crap. They're like, "Oh, this is
late."
Well, no, they were just. The first day I was late, but then they were telling me all the things I messed up on last week's podcast.
Oh,
so one thing I got wrong was the Ted Lasso card. I think only
3,000.
sold for like 3,000. I don't know what I was thinking. So okay, I'm a moron. We were talking, but it still goes to the point that there are cards that go for $1 million that you don't know what's going on. There was something else. I think it was
the Toby Hooper.
Hooper.
Or
Hopper.
Was it the Dead Zone or
no? That was for Salem's Lot.
Right.
And then there was one other thing that they said that I got incorrect.
But it's good to know that you got your own fact checkers.
Yeah. Like I wasn't mad at them. I was a little shocked because it was like the first thing. I just drove down there. I'm like getting out of my car, and then you got these guys yelling at me and telling me all the things I got wrong.
I love it.
But I don't know. They're both awesome, so it's okay. I even saw Randy again at PCC on Sunday, and he kind of apologized. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I was like saying," and I'm like, "Nah, man, it's cool. Look, I'm pretty good at taking criticism. Yeah, because I want to get better. It's like every time we do the show, the goal is let's get better, and I'm just talking off what I can remember in my like Swiss cheese head. Like I have like zero memory of most of my life. I don't even remember what I talked about 5 minutes ago. So you got to bear with me, But
it's all right. It's all right.
I appreciate it.
No, that's good. That's good that we got people checking us.
No, they were. Oh, yeah, they were telling me the name of the Rendezvous was the name of the show that was the vintage show where I saw John Waters.
Okay. Oh,
remember we were talking about that? That was the other thing.
Show.
The other thing too. Yeah. It was called LA Rendezvous. So that's
okay.
It's a really good vintage show. And I believe that Jim and Bob do that show together now. I think the same guys. Jim's the same guy who does the All American show, and that's where they usually have the vintage clothing show. But I mean, you go to that show, I mean, it's like the best of the best. I mean, people, well, there's a few like that. I don't know. Look, I don't know about the rest of the country, but I think that California, SoCal has some of the best like vintage dealers in the world.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
From just because that's the one thing about Southern California. It's so many people came through here. I mean, apart from Hollywood and just think about how many people ended up moving here or coming here and living here or moving out. And so there's just so much stuff here, and
I know.
It's a picker's dream. I always, I always joke when, I always say it's like yin and yang when you're buying stuff. Like one day you'll step in it and find the good stuff, and the next day somebody else will. But there's always plenty of good stuff. So, don't get too upset. Just make sure that you do your research, and that's the most part.
It's kind of like it's the homework for collecting. We got to do our homework too. So
you got to do your homework, and because it's not all about it's not all about just looking in your phone. I guess now it's going to be, and as like AI and not just AI but like augmented reality and stuff, it's going to be, but there's still nothing that beats the real experience of
picking and hunting,
and digging and all that.
Got to
stuff.
start expanding, hit up other places, maybe go up north, go out east to visit our excuse me, our friends in Pittsburgh and Ohio.
Yeah, look, I'd like, part of like the fun shop for me too is like, I want to do more in-person shows, or even situations where I could travel or do pop-ups, things like that. I'm just trying to organize it in my head, and it's
let's get out of Mercury retrograde first, and then regroup, and then we'll get more.
I'm starting to believe that shit's real.
Get
now.
out of this I talk about it every time it happens, and I point things out, and I don't know. When you get beyond coincidences and stuff, you just kind of roll with it and be like, hey, we're in this time, so,
just be careful.
Be aware.
Be aware.
That's all you can do.
Well, that's what I like to do. Be aware.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool.
On that note, thanks so much for stopping in and hanging out with us. If you're listening to a replay, thank you guys for listening on one of our audios.
Yeah, smash the like button, subscribe button, comment.
And
we'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot, guys.